There's no stopping great storytelling. Inside every storyteller is an urgent need to push limits, expose worlds, change minds, lift voices, drop jaws, spring tears, or conjure laughter. For them, stories don't ask to be told. They demand it. That's why TIFF will go on, without half measures or compromises, or an asterisk beside 2020. Not because promises were made or September arrived, but because the world is still bursting with stories not yet told, places not yet seen, and most importantly, voices not yet heard. Our screens may be all different sizes this year, but our films will have the same sized impact. They'll shake you, move you, and refuse to leave you. Mark our words. Groundbreaking stories are very much to be continued.
Welcome and hello to you both. It's great to have Joanna Vicente, co-head and executive director of TIFF, and Cameron Bailey, co-head and artistic director of TIFF, with me in studio today.
Thank you, Tyrone. It's great to be out of my apartment today and sitting just 6 feet away from my friend and co-head Cameron and you. With so much going on, it's reassuring to be together right now to share our news.
And yeah, it's a pleasure to be out at last and sharing a safe, physically distanced visit with both of you. Has been a sobering time for everyone, and TIFF is really no different. We've all felt the impact of this pandemic. It's been incredibly difficult to deal with the economic fallout, but our teams have been working hard remotely and trying to make that pivot to adjust to the reality of what is going on right now. But we've been working since March to imagine a new kind of festival that continues to deliver the range of experiences our audiences, filmmakers, and partners have come to love most about TIFF.
Very true. It's been challenging for everyone. So it's good to get some good news and, of course, give us something to look forward to. I'm glad that we have you both in studio, sort of up close and personal, sort of thing. But we can talk about my favorite time of the year, the Toronto International Film Festival. We know it can't look like last year, but what will it look like this year?
Well, we've had to reimagine our business and find new ways to present programming in a way that reflects our belief that images matter now more than ever. While things will be different this year, there's no stopping to great storytelling. And as always, we're determined to celebrate film and to champion the voices of women filmmakers, amplify the stories of Black creators, Indigenous communities, and people of color, and provide a space for their stories to be told.
Yeah, and as we create a new festival experience this year, we know that nothing compares to that feeling of the big screen and the big sound in the cinema and getting immersed in a movie with other people around you. But that's just one way to share the film experience. In the months since the lockdown, we've also helped to build communities online. We're using those lessons to build a festival that will be a hybrid of in-person and online experiences, both physical and digital.
So take us through TIFF 2020. Do we have dates yet? Let's start there.
Yes, we're still a September festival. It will be from the 10th to the 19th, 10 days. We'll have physical, socially distanced screenings taking place over the first 5 days, and digital film premieres, talks, and events happening online for the full 10 days. We're using an industry-leading online platform. It was created by Shift 72. It's a company out of New Zealand. And they've been working with film festivals around the world, so they know how to build a premium online experience. So while our screens will be different sizes this year, the huge mark films make on our lives is still very much to be continued. For the in-person portion of the festival screenings will happen in 3 of our premier venues. We're also exploring physically distanced outdoor experiences that take audiences beyond the movie theater, like drive-ins. So really excited about that. And I'll add that we're also working closely with the province and the city on what we're able to deliver in a physical format as the city begins to reopen.
We'll distill our usual vast lineup into a tighter selection of 50 feature films and 5 programs of short films. They're going to offer the full range of star-driven movies, first-rate international cinema, documentaries, and Canadian creativity that you're all used to. And we've used the past 3 months to reconnect with our colleagues in the festival world. We're looking for ways to collaborate with festivals across Canada, as well as Toronto partners of ours like the Real Asian Film Festival and Inside Out.
Internationally, we're working with our festival colleagues in Venice, Telluride, and New York. And usually we're tough competitors, but this year we're compelled to work together to support filmmakers and bring the gift of cinema to audiences. On the industry side, we plan to welcome thousands of film professionals, as always, but this year it might be online. Our screenings for press and industry will happen on our digital platform. And we'll also offer companies and individuals the opportunity to give industry access to 250 underrepresented emerging filmmakers from around the world, opening the doors and giving access for those who need it most.
Well, this is getting very exciting. Let's talk about the digital side of things. There are a number of companies that are offering different experiences. What will TIFF be offering audiences this year?
Well, we're going to have films and interactive talks and virtual red carpets, digital press conferences and Q&As with cast and filmmakers. Industry delegates can expect advanced security and anti-piracy measures, access to buyers, and a dedicated platform for screenings and networking. And press from all over the world will be able to participate in press junkets and screen films in a secure digital environment. Our digital platform actually affords us new opportunities to connect with audiences beyond Toronto.
Now, as you mentioned, 3 venues for in-person screenings. Let's think about how exciting that is to be able to sit with a community of people and watch a film. I haven't done that in so long. And of course, I'm sure the steps will be taken to ensure everyone's safety and health.
Oh, yes. The health and safety of our audience is our #1 priority. We'll see a physically reduced and socially distanced footprint at this year's festival, and we're taking guidance from public health officials. Our premier venues have been very supportive, and they're really excited to be able to invite audiences back to their spaces.
So the festival is also about premieres, stars signing autographs on red carpets, and of course, my role as an eTalk host, getting the opportunity to interview the filmmakers and actors. So what will that portion of it look like this year?
Well, where the people who made the films can be here in Toronto, they'll be there to present their films in theaters safely. We're listening to what the government tells us about travel restrictions. We know that a lot of our usual guests will not be able to or may choose not to travel in September. And those who can't join us in person can join us remotely, introducing their films and taking part in Q&As digitally. We'll also have online press conferences, in-depth conversations with actors and filmmakers, and we'll provide local and international journalists with access and support for interviews.
TIFF Tribute Gala that we launched last year, honoring amazing talent like Meryl Streep, Taika Waititi, and Mati Diop, will also continue this year. New this year, we're also excited that we will have TIFF ambassadors, celebrated filmmakers and actors supporting TIFF in this extraordinary year. They'll be engaging with our audience, filmmakers, industry, and key partners through interactive experiences and events.
Well, I can't lie, I am getting excited about the festival and all the possibilities, but it had to have been a challenge to reinvent that festival experience, especially with everything that we're going through and that the world continues to go through.
It has been a challenge, but it's been exciting as well. We went back to TIFF's DNA, that connection between audiences and films. We're here to offer something transformative, and we can still do that. We will still do that.
We're grateful that we're in the position to share amazing work with our audiences, and this year will be unlike any other edition of the festival, and we don't take that lightly. We're exploring new innovations, ways to give back to the community and local businesses, and advancing what a film festival is capable of delivering.
Very exciting stuff. Let's talk about screenings. Now, I don't have to tell you both that TIFF has a reputation for predicting films that audiences flock to, and then those same films end up being very successful during award season. So, what is the selection of films this year like?
It'll be a tighter selection, but with the same quality and range you'd expect, from Wavelength's avant-garde films to marquee galas, documentaries to Midnight Madness, and we'll be ready to share more a bit later in the summer.
We would also like to thank you, Tyron and Bell Media, longtime partner of TIFF in every sense of the word, for giving us the opportunity to share with you the plan for TIFF 2020.
Thanks for having us here today, and stay connected with us as we roll out additional details during the summer. We're still 12 weeks away from TIFF 2020, so there's more to come.
Well, we'll definitely be waiting and watching for more details. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Now we have something to look forward to.